Pantry, and today I'm excited to bring you along for the first of my recipe donation to the Home Can Pantry Meal Challenge, Casserole Challenge. I challenged my friend Jenny Goth over at her channel, Jenny Goth, and Apron Strings, Gay. I also challenged Lisa from Sutton's Days, so we're all going to be doing casseroles made from our Home Can Pantry and Extended Pantry. But the star of the casserole needs to be something in the Home Can Pantry. So it gives you ideas of how to use all the things that you've canned, or all the things that we canned. You get ideas on how to use them. All right, super easy. I'm gonna bring you in close. This is Home Can chicken. It's got an herbs to Provence broth in it. I've got a can of cream of mushroom, some sour cream, a box of, like a stovetop stuffing mix. This is Kroger's stuffing mix. I need Thrive sliced onions, Thrive carrots, and Thrive celery to bump up the veg, and it's going to be delicious. Wait and see. All right, let's get to making this dish because we've got to refresh the vegetables and I might need another jar of broth, so let me go out and get a quart of broth, and we'll get to making our dish. All right, come on in close. Okay, so this is how easy this is. We're gonna get our box of stuffing mix open here, and I also need to get my Thrive veggies down. So dump your stuffing mix down. This is a quick and easy weeknight meal. Even if you had to make the chicken from fresh, it's still very easy. So we're gonna go ahead and open our Thrive items and get them ready to dish out. I like a lot of celery, so if you don't, we got a man down. If you don't like celery, you can replace it with zucchini. There's my oven. So I think that's about right. Probably a cup of celery. I'm only gonna do a quarter of a cup of the carrots. You don't need that many. And a quarter of a cup of, maybe a little bit more. Actually, I don't want the onions to take over, and Thrive onions are so good and so flavorful, just like everything. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and open my my chicken so I can drain off the broth. Can you see okay? And everybody asks me about this jar opener. That's a nice seal all the time. I can't get it. So I'm going to pour this down. I need to get some melted butter. Forgot about the butter. All right, and I'm going to put that piece of chicken back in there. All right, let's get some butter. I did open another jar of chicken broth. I want this on, well, a little bit on the wet side to start. We've got to let all this stuff kind of refresh and soak up the broth. I'm probably going to add some more because it's going to dehydrate while it's baking in the oven, and it already smells delicious. Okay, a little bit more broth, and guys, you could add Home Can green beans in a layer on this. I've done that in the past. This is just so good. And so easy. Look how easy. Okay, and I didn't have to chop any veggies. Okay, let's do, now while this is waiting, I'm gonna get another bowl. I'm also gonna melt down some butter, about a half a stick of butter. Wow, maybe, yeah, half a stick. Okay, let me catch up to speed. This has been sitting here about 5 minutes. It really doesn't take long. And you want it, I don't know if you can hear that. I used the broth from the chicken, but I used about a half of a quart of chicken stock. So if you have homemade, I don't have any more homemade. I really am bummed about that. I browned off some butter in my saute pan, and so I'm going to put that down, because you gotta have butter, right? This, you're gonna feel like it's the holidays. This is holiday guest worthy. And it's quick. Super easy, super quick. Okay, now, while I'm stirring that up, I need some pepper, because I like pepper. And then we'll get started on the base of this recipe. Oh, yes, lots of pepper. Go ahead and give that another stir around the boat. Get the butter all incorporated into your delicious stuffing. Okay. With all those veggies, look at that. Doesn't that look pretty? Now you could add red bell pepper too, but I'm gonna leave it like this and a little bit more traditional for a holiday theme. I did cube up some Velveeta, just because I have it and I need to use it. It's already open. So I've got about a half a cup of cubed Velveeta that's gonna go down in there as well. So let's turn to my cooking vessel. This is an Ultra Pro pan by Tupperware. If you're interested, there's a link down below. You can go over to my website. But let's first off get a can of cream of mushroom soup down in our pan. You don't need to spray the pan because, well, it's going to be creamy at the bottom. And you preheat your oven to 350. Everything's all cooked. You're just going to go ahead and this is a half cup. I need a half a cup of sour cream. And we'll get that down there. There we go. All right, half a cup of sour cream. Get that out of my measuring cup. And then we're gonna get these combined. Okay, this is where I bring in the Danish whisk, because it's way easier to combine it. If you don't have one of these, you need one. It's super handy to have around for batters, for this kind of stuff. Really easy. Okay, so you got a nice creamy mixture. If you want to thin this down a little bit, you can, and I think I might actually add some half and half. I think it might need it, and or, you know what? We got enough fat in there. Let's add some chicken broth. Just a couple tablespoons, just to get it a little bit thinner. I don't want it to end up dry. Yeah, that's good. So the whole bottom is going to be coated with that. You're going to add your chicken in. And if you need to, loosen it up a little bit. Sometimes they stick together a little, and this is a narrow mouth jar, so they get caught up under the shoulder of the jar as well. A little bit more broth is coming out with that. That's perfect. And I do like to break up the chicken a little bit, so I'm gonna go around here with my fork and kind of break it up, because you want lots of chicken in each bite. You could even do this with rotisserie chicken, but we're doing the home canned pantry meals. It's using the stuff we put back, and in fact, I'm getting ready to do some more chicken canning and pork. I've got to put some more pork, and then after the holidays, I probably will do turkey again, because I'm out of turkey. I was actually wanting to do this with turkey, and I'm out. So there you go. Okay. Creamy and delicious. Now, this is where I'm going to add my cheese, and I'm just going to spread it out. Okay, you don't have to add cheese. Trust me. Just dot it all over the place. And it's just going to be a hidden treat for yum. And I just now am now I'm second thinking what I want to do here. I'm gonna grab some craisins because I love cranberries in my stuffing, so I'm gonna add that to my stuffing mix, and then we'll be back to top this off and get it in the oven. Okay, I've got my casserole dotted with cheese. I've got a half a cup of craisins in here, dried cranberries. I always keep those in my extended pantry. I have Thrive dried cranberries as well. And yes, that way I can always, no matter what, make holiday dishes using cranberries. Okay, so I'm just gonna get this down over the top. And it's a thick layer of stuffing, but this with a side of sauteed peppers or a green salad. Oh, how wonderful. So let's do this. Just go ahead and get that. And this is perfect. This is an 8x8 casserole dish. This is enough for, gosh, if you just did it in 4s, that's a big servings. You could probably feed 6, but we'll say 4 hungry, big appetites, okay? So we're gonna put this in that 350-degree oven until it's bubbly. So probably a half hour. I'm putting the lid on because this lid keeps it from getting too brown too fast. The last 5 minutes I'll check it, and if I need to take the lid off to get that top a little bit crispy, I will. All right, off we go. Okay, so this is the casserole all done. It's a little crispy on top. It's lava hot right now. So all that soup mixture is bubbled up through. I'm gonna let this cool down and I'll put it on a dish, take a picture, give you a taste test, and let you know how delicious this is. All right, guys, I gotta let this cool for about 15 minutes though because it's lava hot. All right, we'll be back. It smells amazing. Okay guys, I've got a portion, way too big a portion actually. This is not a YouTube portion dished up for me, but that's okay. I'm gonna give it a taste here. Oh, it's creamy. Look at that. The top gets all little crusty brown. Okay, hot lava bite. I've let it rest for about 10-15 minutes. We're gonna give it a taste test. That's like Thanksgiving with a different twist. It's so good. You guys, I hope you try this. You can do this right out of your pantry. You don't have to worry about whether you've got things on hand. So, and I hope it inspires you to try something new with your home canned pantry stuff. Join the challenge if you've got something, even if you don't do videos. If you put a recipe down below, we'll post it and make sure that people get to see that. And any videos that you post on the original, I will put into the playlist. All right, guys, we'll see you next time for another delicious recipe using our home canned pantry items. Bye.